Hello again. Here we are in the Dimension. I am your guide, Elpy. And this is the European Nightcrawler bin number 2. All right. So, last we left off, 8 days ago, we were saying that this material is old, but it's not super old. But you know what? I think it's old enough to need to be harvested. And I see there are worms in it. There haven't always been worms before in the older stuff, but I did add a bunch of paper last time, and I see that again, that paper, as in other bins, and maybe this one too, made things even more moist. Yeah, these are definitely, yeah, there's quite a few worms in here. So that tells me that they, even though there's not really a lot to eat in here, I mean, they can work through their own castings, I think up to 3 times is what I've heard. They obviously, they like this environment. And so that's interesting. But this has been another one of my bins. That and the red wiggler bin that I just recorded. And you should see the red wiggler bin and the mixed worm bin. Yeah. Well, now you're also kind of seeing I'm starting to... You should see them out, those videos out before this one. But mixed worm bin, looking great. Really happy with that. Go check that out if you like seeing healthy worms. A lot of them. The red wiggler bin looks a lot like a new bin that I'm trying to get founded. Trying to get going. And that's not the case at all. So, and these guys were kind of the same. I see that they're in the paper. And the paper is getting broken down. And again, this is, it's probably been at least a month since I harvested this side out. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of decomposing going on here. And there's worms throughout. They're active. They look healthy to me. Happy. So yeah, worms all throughout this stuff. That's really good. Very happy to see. This, very happy to see that they're doing okay. Yeah, here's all hanging out together. All right. Cool. Don't see any adults. I don't see any clitellums. So, all right. Well, we got an apple, which I think this was the bin before that we found the worms in. Oh, there's a couple of worms in there. Okay. And there's a couple worms that were underneath it. Cool. Let's just upend this. Lots of, well, yeah, so compared to the red wiggler bin, I like the looks of these guys more. Some broccoli stems. Yeah. Really, this is a tomato skin. Isn't that interesting? Cool. Very cool. Yeah, here's a bunch of worms. So really, I'm feeling a lot better about these guys. They're a lot more active too. And a couple of, let's see, all we got is a couple of Brussels sprouts, some brassica stems, and that apple left from the last feeding. So I'm doing well not to overfeed. Yeah, I think these guys are going to be a-okay. Let's see, I fed on that side before. We'll leave the apple over there. Again, since I plan on harvesting that side, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to feed over there. Now, guys, here's the question. Do I bother adding any more paper to this? Because there's a lot of paper products already in here. I think the answer today is going to be no. And I'm not going to add any dry mix because I did last time. So let me get the feeding. Now I've changed my mind. I am going to add a small amount of dry. Okay. And now, the feeding. We've got, on today's menu, the other half of the bad eggplant, some more brassica stems, which I wasn't going to do, but I changed my mind. Some more carrot tops, the top of a pepper, and chopped up onion. That was very, very soft. And I started to cut it up to use it. And the more I noticed how mushy it was, the more I said, are you kidding me? All right. And judging from what we saw in the mixed worm bin, onions break down deliciously. Pretty sure it was an onion, not a pear. Anyways. All right, this got a little bit more mixed up than I meant for it to, but I'm not going to stress over it too much, obviously. I really just need to go ahead and harvest that because this is a very uneven mound, which is not the end of the world, but this paper is nice and moist, but it's also borderline. See, this is absorbing the moisture from the paper I put in here. But I actually, hold on. I would like for the paper to be a little bit I know this stuff's still going to get moist, but the paper, I'm like, kind of want you to be a little bit more moist than that. Anywho, okay, so this was the European Nightcrawler bin number 2, the third in line today. And we gave them a small feeding, a good feeding, rather, we'll say a good feeding. And we agreed that the old material should really be harvested. I do believe part of the reason they're over here is because it is more moist. European Nightcrawlers do appreciate a more moist environment. I mean, they all do, but I found especially European Nightcrawlers appreciate a more moist environment. So that's why I wanted to add more water to this paper as well, because I think that's kind of a sign that they want it more moist. So I'm going to end this here, and I'm actually going to add a little bit more water than that. Yep, that's my plan. All right, thanks so much. I really appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you didn't enjoy this video, hit the thumbs down. And I'd really love to hear hear from you as well. Let's just be respectful with each other. We can have a positive debate, or we can just toss around ideas, whatever. I like to chat. Let's chat. Thank you so much for your time. I wish you all the best, and be safe. Bye for now. Thanks for visiting the LP Dimension.